Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Well, this week I did some turning and I turned my first 3 mallets. Now I don't need 3 mallets in the shop. I actually made them as gifts. 2 of them I'm giving to 2 really great guys, Robert Blanford and Richard Morley. They have been there prior to and during my turning journey to help me and guide me every step of the way, and if I had questions they were always there to answer. And for that I wanted to say thank you, and I made them 2 each a mallet. And the 3rd mallet I'm going to be giving away as a contest prize over at keek.com/Laney Shaughnessy. Now if you don't follow me over at keek.com, you're really missing out, because from time to time I give away prizes and have some fun little entertaining contests. Now with that being said, the prize mallet was the first mallet that we're going to be turning, and it is made out of Spalted Hickory. The second mallet is made out of a red oak with a walnut accent. And the 3rd mallet is going to be made out of ash with a walnut accent, a little bit different pattern. Now all 3 mallets were inspired by a mallet that was given to me by a friend and fellow United Federation Woodworkers member by the name of Kevin. Kevin sent this to me and said, "Laney, I hope you enjoy it," and ever since I received it, it's been a prized tool in my shop. I absolutely love it. Now I used this mallet as inspiration to make the other 3 mallets, and I'm going to pay Kevin's kindness forward by giving these away as gifts. So let's get started. While I was preparing to put the first coat of linseed oil, boiled linseed oil, on this 3rd and final mallet, I discovered something happening to the first mallet, the Spalted Hickory mallet. If you remember, the first one I turned. There was some changes happening to it, and the changes were not good. It started to separate right on one of the glue lines. Now ignore these areas here. That was me. But it started separating, and I was having a discussion with some friends and followers on Keek about the crack and how it was opening up, and it was saying, you know, in the discussion they were saying, don't give up on it. Open it up, take it apart, see if you can fix it, and get it back together, get it back on the lathe, and return it and clean it up. Well, I'm like, okay, let me take it apart. Well, I jumped the gun. I attacked it improperly. Later in that conversation, it was recommended to use a heat gun. Since the joint is opening up so much, take a heat gun and reheat the glue, and it should separate a lot easier and allow me the opportunity to do any repairs, clean up, maybe do some sanding and flattening to re-glue this piece on and hopefully return it. Now the mallet itself may end up being a little bit smaller diameter once the repair is made, but I still may be able to salvage my first mallet turning. This is the first one, so I'd like to salvage it. I don't want to give up on it, and I don't want to be discouraged about it. When I first saw this happening, I was like devastated. I was like, oh, what happened? Why did this happen? And I didn't have the answers because I'm not familiar with turnings, and I talked to some other turners, and they're like, hey, it happens all the time. Just it's how you go about repairing it. Don't give up on it. And that's good advice. Whether it be a turning project or any one of your woodworking projects, if you come to a point where an error happens, or a mistake, or something, a flaw, something goes wrong with your project, don't give up on it. Step back, take a look at it, and try to find a solution around the problem to fix it, or to maybe, if it's a flaw or something, maybe it's something that can be included into the features of the project itself. There's so many ways to go about it, but it's how you re-attack it that counts. And so I'm going to re-attack this properly. Not that's what those two, I took a chisel and I'm like, oh, well, let me separate this. No, wrong way to do it. But just wanted to share that with you because it was kind of a like, man, what happened here? And it was noticeable all the way across the shop. As I was getting prepared, I looked and I said, something looked off. And what looked off was this big gaping gap. It was just happening, and I was like, what's going on here? But anyway, we're going to fix this now. Of course, you're not going to see the repair in this video. I may do a separate video showing how I attack this and do the repair, or I'll do it in a follow-up or something, or maybe just show you, kind of discuss with you what I did. Either way, I'm not giving up on this, but I am turning a new one because this was the gift for a giveaway, a contest giveaway. I was going to give this away as a prize, and I'm still giving one away as a prize. It just may not be this one. So I'm going to make a new one, and I'm going to finish up this third and final one, and then I'll show them all to you, and we'll wrap everything up. Alright? Be back in a minute. Well, that wraps up the turning. Each one of the mallets received 2 coats of boiled linseed oil followed by 1 coat of paste wax, and I'm very happy with the outcome. As far as the Spalted Hickory mallet that started to open up on me, I'm going to go after it with a heat gun, and hopefully I'll be able to reheat that glue and separate that piece, get everything cleaned up and get it reattached, and get it back on the lathe and get it turned down again and see if I can save this piece. Now in the meantime, I need to go ahead and make another mallet to give away in the Keek Contest, and if you would like to participate in the Keek Contest, all you have to do is go to keek.com/Laney Shaughnessy and find the Keek with the hashtag #IFHadAHammer. Watch that Keek and follow the instructions, have a little fun, and you may just win a mallet. Now as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I put out a new video project every week. And while I get started on the new mallet, why don't you head over to Keek and check out the contest. And as always guys, until next week, I'll see you soon.